Hello people, another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses working, health and strength is good. What? So, NFT got its first console, huh? And the controller looks like a PlayStation controller. But some people are saying that it looks like a GameCube. Look, remember Phil Spencer said, what they said to Sony? They said Sony and Nintendo is not our competitors. This is what they were talking about. Listen to this. It says first NFT console announced. Criticized for copying GameCube logo, but the controller looks like a PlayStation. But anyway, it says the first NFT game console called the Polium one is set to be released in 2024. But there are quite a few complaints, including ones around the logo. And let's get into this here. Says here, built as the first NFT game console, the Polium one was announced on Monday, but the device has already come under quite a bit of criticism from the gaming public. While some people have complained about Polium one ties to NFT in general, others are far more annoyed that the logo for the new console look like a bit like the logo for the defunct but still beloved Nintendo GameCube. Web3 company Polium is producing the Polium one, and it's being built as a console that will be powerful enough to run high performance games. The company also said in its announcement of the new device that it would be simple enough that people aren't familiar with Web3 will still be able to play this console. Those interested in getting their hands on the Polium one will supposedly be able to do so in the third quarter 2024. Says here, as long as they first buy a Polium Pass, which is an NFT on the Ethereum network, the company said that there would be 10,000s of Polium Passes mint at first. This is what Phil Spencer was alluding to when he said Sony and Nintendo is not our competitors when they were building Game Pass. But let me continue here. Says here, the idea that gamers would have to get involved with NFT sales led to plenty of backlash. But the real issue for most people was still the console design rather than how they did be able to purchase it. The design itself is relatively simple, with the console itself looking like a small box and the controller appearing to be quite a bit like other basic consoles of this generation. However, the logo of Polium one drew eerie, with more than a few people calling it a straight rip off the GameCube logo. Phil Spencer was right, man. Anyway, says here, several people took to social media to show how similar the logo are. The NFT video game console maker did try to push back by pointing out the GameCube logo had a G in contrast. The Polium one has a P. Apparently, realizing the explanation wasn't enough to get people off its back, the company eventually also tweeted that there are quite a few companies that are using very similar logos, and the intention was never to copy the GameCube. The console don't even look like the controller don't even look like the GameCube. It'll stop it. But anyway, let me continue here. It says here, the backlash of this type of console is hardly surprising, considering a substantial segment of gaming public is aligned against NFTs. The resistance to this kind of tech being used in video games has led to some companies such as Blizzard making it very clear they won't deal with NFTs, and Bill Gates will be the first. Anyway, some Polium be able to move past the controversy around the logo for Polium one. There are still quite a few questions about the upcoming console. So far there hasn't been any announcement about games, whether it will focus on specific NFT games, or if it will be working out deals with publishers and developers on existing titles. Should the project move forward? That one of the big question that will need to be answered. And that's the end of the article. So Phil Spencer was right when he said Sony and Nintendo is not our competitors. What that statement means, that this is when they were building Game Pass. This was when they did the ZeniMax Bethesda deal. What it means is that they looked down the road and saw what was coming, and they were getting Game Pass ready for situations like this. Phil Spencer was right. So yeah, NFT is building their first console, but by the look of the the console itself, it doesn't even look like a GameCube. The controller looks like a PlayStation. That's what the controller looks like. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts and opinion on this. I will leave the picture in the description, the link in the description box with the article. But this was what Phil Spencer was talking about when he said Sony and Nintendo is not our competitors. Yeah. And it's NFTs is getting into the console market, so yeah. And they have the money, so yeah. They will be coming, so we'll see how many companies support this. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave this video with the article in the description box. Enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Bored, dark side. Go. Peace.